Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. How's it going?
It is going good. Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, nice. It was a nice
you
weekend out, actually.
yeah, it was. It's pouring rain today, though.
Yes, much.
It was?
What?
Well, here.
I was.
It didn't rain in you?
It just started raining about 2 hours ago.
Oh, I've had the dogs locked out all day because they were soaking wet.
Hmm.
Anyway, um, all right. Well, did you want to start with the guidelines?
Yeah, so we've got RFK releasing some new dietary guidelines. Everyone's probably familiar, with the food pyramid, I'm sure. I got it somewhere here. See if I can pull up some of that information. Yeah, so I'm really interested to see what comes out or what he comes out with.
Yeah, I can't wait. This should be. This is really gonna flip people's minds when they see what he does. I'm sure.
Yeah, so the old food pyramid's going to have a lot of grains at the bottom, right? And there's fruits and vegetable, which is great. You go up and oils, milk, you've got animal products going up. But the weird thing is, it's like, what do people think the grains are? Do donuts count? Do French fries
Right.
count? You know what I mean? Like what do people think? Cheerios, right?
Right.
Lucky Charms?
Yeah.
Does that count? I think so. I think they are, people count that, right?
Yeah.
Right. Her grandmother used to count coffee as her water intake. Her doctor said it was okay.
Yeah, her doctor told her it was okay. I'm like, Grandma, you got to drink more. Like, you're just dehydrating yourself as you're drinking it. Like, you need something else. And she's
Oh
like,
my
no, the
gosh.
doctor said it's fine.
She said it was water. That was the water intake, the
Uh huh.
coffee.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if you remember this. 2 years ago, an NIH-funded food pyramid rates Lucky Charms healthier than steak. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I
Yes.
sure do.
Yeah, so here it is,
I
right?
thought,
Cheerios.
man, I love me some Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
That's what everybody
Chocolate
said.
covered almonds. It's 78, right? And then you go down to the bottom and like ground beef, cheddar cheese, egg fried in butter. Eggs are one of the most nutrient dense foods you could eat.
Yeah, I
And it's
forgot
way
about
down
that
there.
too.
Yeah.
Eggs
Under
fried
Lucky
like fun.
What is
Lucky
it at the
Charms.
top? Does that say watermelon?
It does say watermelon. It
That's
does say
awesome.
watermelon. Yeah.
That is super
So
awesome.
they spent $3 million on this study too, by the way.
And canned peaches, Cheerios, pineapple.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's
So
incredible.
Cereals shouldn't even be on the list. None of the cereals should be on the list in the food pyramid at all. It's
No.
not even
nope,
food.
We
not
buy
at all.
cereal. We do eat cereal. I totally found organic Lucky Charms and I was like, amen. But we eat it as a snack. Like, it's not something we eat every day.
It's not a meal.
Half the time it goes
Yeah.
stale and it gets thrown away. We don't. That is never a meal for a breakfast time or anything like that. That is your treat.
Sometimes,
Yep.
sometimes we have organic poison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man,
There's
that's good.
poison, then there's organic poison.
Yeah, so there's, most people eat the SAD diet, right?
Yeah.
The standard American diet, and they're eating cereal or Pop Tarts or something else, sugar with orange juice, which is a ton of sugar, right? So they're just getting sugar high in the morning.
Right.
I
Organic
remember,
sugar is not good for you.
Right.
yeah, yeah, organic sugar,
Mm.
right? I remember we sent our oldest daughter to a private school. We didn't want to do the public school thing, and they did Monday morning donuts.
Wow.
Like first thing in the morning on Monday, they did it, and they were so confused as to why the kids were out of control on Monday mornings. And they didn't get it. I actually went in there and said, "Hey, this is not good. To be, we don't, we're not wanting to participate in Donut Mondays. Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense. 'Why would you do that to these kids? Get them a healthy snack?" Well, they didn't get it. I actually went in there and said, "Hey, this is not good. To be, we don't want to participate in Donut Mondays. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that to these kids? Get them a healthy snack?" Well, the teachers didn't like hearing that. The private school principal didn't like hearing that. That was their thing. Monday morning, they're starting it off with a treat to get the kids in the right attitude. And it's like, nope, sorry.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and they had so many problems.
Yeah.
Because they would give the kids candy as treats. If they did good on assignments or whatever, and they did what they were supposed to do, they give them candy. A lot of these kids had behavioral issues, and after like 3 months, we pulled her out. Like, she was just miserable. You got a bunch of kids hyped up on sugar, not listening.
Right. When I go to the school, I always work in the special needs classrooms, and they like I look at the labels on all the food, and they give them like Pillsbury. The diet school diet has to be sponsored by frickin' Pillsbury, because and it literally says on there too, like genetically modified, like
Hmm.
that this product is made with GMO ingredients
or bioengineered.
or bioengineered. That's
which
what
is
it is,
the
the
same
bioengineered.
thing.
And
Yeah. So,
and it loaded with sugar, and
yep.
then they'll give them M&Ms, when they do something good, or goldfish, or and I'm just
I used to get Fruit
having a
Loops.
heart attack.
Even when I was a kid, I got Fruit Loops as a treat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
Our
what
oldest
we have to
daughter.
talk about is the
Go ahead.
fasting. Breakfast isn't important. You need to fast.
Yeah. Yeah, I
And,
agree.
and they force that 3 meals a day, which is not actually good for you.
Right.
Yeah, your body needs to be able to regenerate and use that energy.
That's right. To
Because
heal
if
itself, not process the food constantly.
Correct. Yeah, because there's only so much energy that we have in our body, and if we're spending all day digesting food, using energy to digest food, you're not going to get rid of the bad cells. You're not going to regenerate new cells. You know, so
Right. When you fast, your body eats up that bad stuff and gets rid of
yeah.
it.
Now, I'm going to say this because I'm sure that the people that I'm going to say this about aren't watching, but our oldest daughter, she teaches karate, and they do like a Friday night pizza party at the end of the month, parents' night out. And before she took over, the old sensei used to have candy and soda and all kinds of shit in there. And then so we had to pick up two of the other kids because their parents couldn't take them. Wife was in the hospital, or mom was in the hospital, so we picked them up. And the dad gave the older daughter, she's 14, a Mountain Dew because she has
Oh,
diabetes, and that was an emergency Mountain Dew
Wow.
if her insulin spikes and she needs some whatever, right? He gave her a Mountain Dew to drink if the beeper went off, right?
Right. I'm diabetic
Yeah,
now
it's
too.
like people just don't understand, like the high fructose corn syrup and whatever other yellow number 5 and red number 4, and you know the chemicals that are in there. Like, no wonder why she has diabetes.
have you ever seen that documentary on sugar? The one where they talk about the Mountain Dew and the teeth, and like this dentist goes to this town where like everybody's like hooked on Mountain Dew, and
Like
Yeah.
like
you were.
I was super hooked. It was bad, and like their teeth were like rotting out of their mouth and stuff.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like, it's a really good documentary. It doesn't make you want to eat sugar. That's for damn sure. Like, it's
Yeah. So
nasty what it does. I
My
can't
God.
remember.
You watched that so
I know.
many
I'm
times.
gonna have to look it up again. I don't know.
yeah. So when I picked them up, the dad handed the Mountain Dew to the kid, and they were like, "Oh, well, there's going to be candy there." And I was just thinking to myself, "Not this time, not this time."
So how
But
did the kids react to that?
they were fine. So we got a big veggie tray, right? We got a big fruit tray, and then we did get a couple pizzas from Costco, right? But and there weren't any sodas. It was just water, right? So kids drank bottled water. They were totally fine with it. All of the fruit, all of the vegetables were gone. Like, the kids ate it all up. They were eating broccoli and dipping it in the ranch, and
People get
you know,
so scared not to give their kids candy
Right.
because they think
yeah,
it's like, like that's what you're supposed to do. Like, the kids don't give a shit. Like
Yeah.
my grandkids don't get candy,
No.
and very rarely. And believe me, when I sneak it, I regret it every freaking time. Even if it's something I've made and I give them and it's
Yeah.
got sugar, like, oh my God, I hate myself. But they don't get it and they don't know what they're missing. They don't care.
Because
You
they
No,
don't
know,
they
know
don't.
better.
they would rather eat fruit all day long
Oh, yeah,
than anything else.
absolutely.
Yeah. So Halloween, we did the trunk or treat, and we were giving out those little oranges, right? The little ones that you get in the bags, right, to all the kids. So the kids were getting multiple oranges, and they were just so excited. Like, what I mean, most people don't buy those for their
Right.
kids, so it's
It's a
actually
sugar
a
fix. It's
treat.
a different sugar fix.
People don't
Yeah.
realize
Yeah.
it. See, I guess I don't think about that because like my grandkids would go nuts. Like they freak out when I bring home a dragon fruit. Like when I show up, I'll just show up out of the blue with a dragon fruit.
They
You'd think
love
I
Yeah.
it,
brought them a freaking 5 pound bar of chocolate.
right?
Yeah, you always got to have, bananas and apples and oranges, right? So that's the good sugar though. You know what I
Right,
mean? It comes with
right,
fiber along with it. It comes with other nutrients along with it to help process the sugar and
right,
digest the sugar. It's not just, powdered white crack sugar,
right. Yeah,
It is. It looks like crack, doesn't it?
it's crazy. Yeah. So what do you think he's gonna come out with? What do you think he's gonna say?
So I think that food pyramid that I showed, the upside down food pyramid,
Yeah.
right here. I'll pull it up real quick again. But I think that's something that he's going to come out with, something like that. Here, let me share this real quick. All right, you see
I
it?
hope that they do a way better job explaining this though, because they come out with this stuff and they explain it like shit. And so then it leaves so much room for people to,
Pick it
just
apart.
pick it apart. It's just
Yeah.
it's so exhausting.
But they don't pick apart the old food pyramid, you know?
No, no. Why would you? That's what we know.
We've been
That's how it works.
we've been brainwashed into that one.
Yeah. So it's like in their food pyramid, like I said, it doesn't have fast food on it. It doesn't have, Pop Tarts or any of this other stuff. This prepackaged processed food that 90% of the grocery store is filled with.
Right,
It doesn't have it.
right.
But most people like it, and the issue is they get addicted to it. They get addicted to it like a drug. You know, sugar does the same thing to the brain as cocaine
Yep.
in a way. So,
And you want to know what's funny is everybody complains about it being so expensive. Well, my prices generally have not gone up. Like I've been paying the same $6 a pound for my chicken that I have been paying for years now. It has
yeah,
not gone up at Costco, and people are complaining in the stores about how high chicken is. It's like, well, if you're gonna pay those prices, why don't you go buy the good shit? Like you're
yeah.
already paying the money, just pay for the good stuff.
I've
Well,
already,
remember,
I've or,
there's kids, but they're banning it.
Yeah.
But you
Well,
can
that's
buy
the
the
SNAP
ingredients and make
benefits.
it.
Yeah.
yeah, I've already cooked 2 turkeys. I cooked a turkey on Friday. I could have cooked a turkey yesterday, stripped them of the meat, put them in Ziploc bags, put the bones in a giant pot on the stove. They've been cooking for 48 hours, just nonstop, right? Going to get some good bone broth out of them. Going to
Hmm.
buy another turkey. I think Danielle's getting another one today. She went to Costco just a little bit ago. Right, she's going to get another turkey. We're going to cook
Yep.
that. You get it for $1.50 a pound. Like it's
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah. Well, and you can go to Fred Meyer's and get them for 59 cents a pound.
Oh wow! See, there you go. Yeah,
And they go so far. I love buying a turkey because I know I have to cook once and we eat for a week because there's
yeah.
so much that you can do.
Oh yeah. So I just strip all the meat off, throw it in the freezer. I've
Yep.
gotten another one, and I'll
Yep.
get a couple more and keep going.
Yep.
So my oven, I can only cook one at a time. So
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Yeah. I usually buy 2 or 3 at Thanksgiving at least. At
yeah.
least. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So I think it's going to be an inverted food pyramid. I think he's going to have, a lot more, animal products on there, right? A lot more vegetables on there, you know,
A lot less
like
grain.
almost no fast food, almost no processed food, Absolutely no food dyes, absolutely no like aspartame and the chemical shitstorm stuff that's in a lot of these products too. You know, yeah,
I wish people understood. There's a really good documentary called Sweet Misery on aspartame and what that can do to you.
yeah, it tames your aspirations.
It'll tame your heart real quick too. I actually knew a guy who had heart problems, and he had to quit drinking because he was drinking something diet. I think it was actually Diet Mountain Dew, and
Yeah,
he was having major heart problems. And when he stopped the Mountain Dew, he realized that his heart problems went away. And I had been telling them how bad this shit was to begin with, right?
yep,
And so he wanted one day, and he went and he drank it, and his heart monitor that he had been wearing just fucking oh, excuse me, went crazy.
yeah,
And so he never touched it again. Yeah, but that's not that's
Right. But I
different.
mean,
yeah. My stepdad, he's addicted to ski and Mountain Dew because he's from Illinois, and I guess they love ski. He gets sent
What is
ski from his
ski?
family. Ski is like a Mountain Dew. It's like a soda, but it's like he had to have his gallbladder removed. He's got diabetes. He's got all kinds of other health issues that are popping up now. You know,
wow.
it's not healthy. His daughter's 450 pounds, my stepsister, and just eats horrible. her
Wow.
her kid is like 4 years old and 100 pounds.
Jesus wept.
Oh
he's
my
got
goodness.
he's got rolls on rolls,
And then they say it's genetic.
It's not.
and then they say, yep, it's genetic,
And
it's
it's not
genetic.
like people don't understand what that means. It's not genetic. You're around the same people doing the same things.
You just look.
Yeah.
And that's what becomes your habits or what are brought down, not your
It's easy to prove it's not genetic by looking at pictures of people from the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, well, this is a thing. Like one of my other stepbrothers, her brother, same mom, same dad, right? Slim build, doesn't eat any of that crap. He doesn't eat any of that same stuff. So it all is on about diet. It's
Yeah.
all about diet. It's not genetics, because if you mess up your adrenals by eating too much candy and drinking too much caffeine it'll fuck up your adrenals and you'll gain weight.
right.
So
I wonder which companies paid for the studies that says it's genetic.
yeah,
That'd be worth looking
all of
into.
them.
That'd be
Yeah,
worth looking
all of
into, right?
them. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
All of them. Okay, so you had something else you wanted to talk about as well?
Yeah, so I was looking at the races that are going to be available to run for in 2026,
Mhm.
and I just wanted to, between, I'm a new Marjorie Taylor Greene fan. I really love that she stood her ground and stood for what she
Stood up to
believed
Trump.
in. Yeah,
Yep.
because that's hard to do, right? And that's what we should all be aspiring to, is to do that kind of thing. And
Yep.
so she's my new favorite person. And I have, I posted the article, or I posted it and said, oh, she should come to We the People. Anyway, anybody
Yeah, I
wants to
saw
put
that.
that out to her, like, let's go. But, so I was looking at the different offices, and we've got county commissioner, and the qualifications, right? That's what I really want people to understand. Is here's the qualifications: you must be a registered voter, you must
Mhm.
reside in the district, you must be 18, there's no degrees required, um, and some of them require that you've lived there for a year in
And
the
that's
county.
it.
Like, there's no formal
Yeah.
anything, like, and just so that people really understand, like a coroner, an elected coroner, right? You will get trained after you're elected how to do your job. And
Yeah.
what's your job? Determines cause and manner of death, sudden, unexpected, suspicious, unattained. Like, that's your job. Homicide, accident, suicide, oversees autopsies.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
He's the autopsy. He's not actually doing
to
it.
the coroner's not actually going to be doing it.
right.
Like, for example, there will be a detective that shows up in any type of situation like that. There's going to be a detective from the police department or the sheriff's department that's going to show up, and they're going to make the decision, or advise on the decision. Like, this doesn't look right, or this guy's 97 years old and he,
Right. Right. Yeah.
Might have been
Yeah.
old age.
So
yeah, might have been. Was he vaccinated yesterday?
Right?
Right.
There you go.
It's just to point out, just so that people can really understand, like there really is not requirements for
Look
these
at the
positions.
mayor of Seattle. She had nothing,
Right.
and she won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No experience creating jobs, no experience writing policy, nothing like that. Just make promises. Free this, free that. We're going to give you free buses, free health care, free housing, free
Right.
food.
And living in her parents' basement since she was 40.
Well, parents were paying child care and other things for her. So
Yeah. The only one that I've seen here with any requirements really is just the prosecuting attorney, and you have to be a licensed attorney. Otherwise, it's registered voter.
What about the sheriff? What's that require?
The sheriff, you have to be eligible to for law enforcement standards and all that kind of stuff.
yeah, I have to be able to
But
get a
you don't have to
firearm.
do law enforcement, and you don't have to have a degree. But here's the
Yeah.
cool thing too, and I actually didn't know this, but all 98 positions in the House and the state here are elected every 2 years.
Yep.
So they
Yep.
turn over every 2 years. We could have all brand new people in there. And that's really important because those should be easy positions to go in, because how long have people been there, the same people over and over again? We need to get them out.
And how many are non-contested?
And or
Yeah.
not contested, I'm going to go through the last one, 2024, and see how many were uncontested then, because that's huge. And so the House might actually be a really good place to start and find people to really get our word out.
Yeah, I'm
So
good
many
friends. I'm good friends with one of my state representatives. It's Jim Walsh. He's also the
Mhm.
Republican state chair. I've spoken at a lot of events with him
Yeah.
at the same time, but he used to be a libertarian. And but there's the other one that I don't like at all, and he's not liked at all. He insults people on Facebook all the time. Like straight
good
calls them names. Like yeah, so I could run against him.
But
You
look,
know,
he's in a position though.
He is, yeah, he's in a position.
Anybody can win.
Well,
Oh yeah, he can be the
right.
biggest
How
dick in the world.
How long has he been there?
He's on like his third term.
Jeez
Yeah.
Louise,
See, like we could, yeah.
We just need
So-
people to run, right,
Yeah.
to make an impact. Not necessarily to win. You don't have to raise $1 million. You don't even have to raise money if you don't
No.
want to.
And
There's this.
they're not expensive to run for either. Like
Yeah.
I think it was, I think these are under $600 to pay for the filing fee.
wow.
And that's
And we're gonna.
that's it.
Yeah, so we're going to, go through our donor list, and we're going to start making calls to all of our donors to start raising money, and we can get some candidates on the ballot so we can help cover the filing fee. There's a girl that I saw, a lady that I saw named Sammy for Liberty, and she's in North Carolina. That's her name on social media. But when she ran her campaign, she didn't even open a bank account. Like she literally, all she did for her campaign is post memes and make videos about issues. Like, that's it. She didn't raise any money. She didn't do a website. I mean, for us, that's a requirement for our candidates. It's like, we're going to help you with the website because we want to promote it. We want people to see about the issues and learn about the issues, right? So, but she didn't, and she just posted memes and made videos, getting thousands of views.
Once we get the website up, you can post memes and videos all day long, right? We just
Yeah.
need someplace else for people to go also. So, why not? It's working. Do what works. It's
Yeah.
just, there's so many offices that are available, and so, every 2 years,
There's
these
so few
ones,
people running.
and so few people running. So I'm going to dig in there and really see, how many races. Actually, let me see how many.
Yeah, so let's do this also while you're looking at that.
Yeah.
Is I'd like to start scheduling the weekly candidate trainings, right? So I'm already, kind of doing that. Last week on the last candidate training that I did for the LP, we had 83 people registered. And I did the training on how to make memes and how to do short videos. That's what the training was on.
Right.
So I showed them step by step how to use Canva to make memes remove backgrounds, add new backgrounds, put the text in, how to center everything, how to change colors around and all that good stuff. And then I showed people how to shoot short videos for their campaign, 30, 60-second videos, how to use ChatGPT to script them, right, to help script the videos, then how to modify the script, and then how to record it on your phone with the audio. And then we use these little earpieces that go inside your ear to play it back, and then you can say it into the microphone just to make it super easy.
You were supposed to send me the link for those.
For what?
For those earpieces.
I also had a question.
Yeah.
So I'm a superintendent. I work on a construction site, wearing my hard
Yep.
hat and my vest. Should I have somebody take a video of me pointing my finger and stuff so I look like I know what I'm doing?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for your campaign.
Yeah.
Man of the people, working man. Glenn Kelly, working man, and then we'll, zoom into you like pointing at stuff.
Yeah.
Just don't have a Hispanic worker next to you like you're just like telling him what to do. Like, find another white guy. Then you're,
Right.
then you're socially correct, I guess.
All right. Well, I'm probably not asking chat correctly, but I'll have to go in and look. I'll just have to
Yep.
pull up the old templates, and just see how many were uncontested for the House, because I know it can't be. I mean, over 50% of the races in the last election were up for grabs.
That's just crazy.
So
We should be
Yeah, it is crazy.
We'll overtake the whole thing with we the people in one election.
Yep.
If we get people to run, but I think people don't they don't think that they have a chance, but they do.
yeah.
It's a 50-50 chance, just like that, not knowing anything.
Yeah. Look, it's all about making an impact. You know what I mean? Like, could you win? Possibly, yes. But once you win, then we'll help you with that after you win.
Right, then
But
you can make your impact.
yeah, exactly. Then you could really make an impact, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we're just out there to spread a message.
Yeah.
Encourage people that yes, you can win. You can make a change.
Okay, but the point is too, though, is that we can get our message out, so we can change the narrative, right? So
yeah.
we can change what people are talking about instead of all this bullshit. We can change
The scales.
the scales and change what actually is important to people,
Right.
because we
Yep.
will be talking about the important
And
things.
do what the people want, not what politicians want.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. Right on.
Yeah.
All right.
Running to
Well,
make an impact.
Yeah, so tomorrow is our Zoom call, and I
Mhm.
will definitely post that. That's at 6:00, and that's when we get together and discuss all of this stuff. And we're also going to be talking about the next places that we're going to meet for December, January, and February, and start planning some of that. And then in March, were we planning that for March? We were talking about March for
The convention.
Yeah.
So it has to happen before May, because I believe now it's the second week of May is
Yeah.
filing.
Right.
So we were thinking March would be a good time to do it.
Yeah.
And we'll have to decide on what kind of convention we're going to do. I want it in person, right? I want it in person, and we should probably stream it online too. So we'll have to figure that out. But I don't know how interactive it's going to be for the people watching online, because this is all new
Right.
to us. So
Yeah. So that being said, if anybody has any tech, skills for that kind of thing,
Yeah.
reach out. We'd be really appreciative.
We need volunteers.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
many
Yes.
different avenues.
Yes, for sure.
absolutely.
So, all right. And then, as always, the links to donate are in the description, as well as the link to join our newsletter so that you don't miss anything. And also the link to the West Coast Health Alliance to say that you're against that. They're bringing that up again, and they're working that hard with all of these terrible new flus happening.
Yeah, the
so-
one person that had multiple comorbidities that was
Is it really
75 years
20
old
at a time?
Hold on.
that died of the bird flu, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, if you have, and she had backyard birds. Like,
I do.
Yeah, that's where I get scared that they're gonna start trying to tell us to get rid of our birds. 'cause-
Remember they
See
tried
that?
to make us register them.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. They
They tried to
did.
make us register.
That
our
was a
birds.
few years ago. It came through in the what was it, the census or something like that.
Yep.
And I threw it.
We hear you have chickens in your backyard. You need to register them.
Yeah.
And we didn't, of course.
Yeah.
You can make me register
My dogs
chickens.
kill them way too often.
Right?
Oh no.
Anyway, that's beside the point. So, well, I guess we'll
Sounds
talk more
good.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the live stream tomorrow. I know you're gonna be busy, but I'll do the live stream at 5, and then we'll see everyone at 6 on our call, on our
Right on.
Zoom call. Cool.
Sounds
All right.
good. Have a good night.
Take it
Yeah, you
easy.
too.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.